Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. I hope you've all had a good weekend. Hope it was relaxing. I have some exciting news. As you know, on Monday, tomorrow, at 3:30 p.m. Central, the Tarot Magician and I will be doing a collaboration. We're going to do double tarot readings over on the Tarot Magician's channel. So head on over there. It's the Tarot Magician, and subscribe so that you get your notification, and make sure you come and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, my friends, let's get you in here. Dun, dun, dun. There you go. Hello. All righty. Well, welcome. I'm so glad you're all here. I missed you yesterday. Sorry I had to cancel. I have kind of a floating obligation that I have to attend to. So that happened to come up yesterday. So sorry about that, but we're back. So let us see what is going on. Hello, Patricia. How are you? Sagittarius girl, nice to see you. Amula, Sanal, Aneri, how you doing? Medhurima, hope I said that right. Good to see you all. We're going to go ahead and get started. Just a quick recap of how things work here at Tarot at 12. Go ahead and write your question in the chat there. Questions are selected randomly. I do my best to be pretty random and still stay on top of what's going on. And donations do take priority. So if you're tired of waiting or you just want to guarantee a reading, you can drop a donation of any amount, and this will make your question priority. So I take care of all priority questions, and I don't leave until priority questions are answered. So keep that in mind. Nobody is skipped, and you do have that option. Otherwise, I am here every day at 12 o'clock Central. So let us get going. I have Tarot of the Weird spread out today. Let me show you the box, and I'll show you a few. I have a flip through if you're interested, but Tarot of the Weird. It's an indie deck. So my mother got it for me. She is a tarot reader. She's been doing it since 1989. She's got the coolest decks ever, and she gave this one to me. There is a flip through if you want to see it. Of course, all the ones I'm trying to show you ended up being upside down, but just super cool. I mean, look at this. They have a keyword on each card to kind of show, you know, what one of the main meanings would be. But look at how cool. And look at the back. Ooh la la. So maybe we'll break this bad boy out today. We'll see. I kind of select decks for in the moment, like what I'm feeling, what's calling me kind of thing. So we'll just see if that one calls my name. But for now, I thought it was a cool way to open up the show. Let's see what we've got. I did hear buzzing. Let me just check and see what it is. And it's some kind of spam email, so we're going to ignore it. Oh, Tarot Magician, you're here. Hello, how are you? You guys, Tarot Magician is actually here in the chat. So make sure you click on her name and get to her channel, or station, whatever you want to call it, right? Alrighty, my friends, Patricia would like to know any messages from my spirit guides. Let's find out, and let's find out with Light Seers Tarot. All right, to any of you that are new here today, I want to welcome you, and I invite you to hit subscribe and make sure you set your notification bell. I do a lot of pop-up stuff that's unplanned. You know, I do this show, of course, it's regularly scheduled, but I do surprise live streams, I do pick-a-cards, all kinds of cool stuff. So check it out, and thank you to all of you that have already subscribed. It means a lot, and it helps to grow our community. So thanks. All right, Patricia. Any messages from Patricia's spirit guides? I love spirit guide message questions. Love, love, love them. I love them all, but I do especially love these. Okay. Patricia. All right, let's find out what messages are for Patricia. What should Patricia know about? Okay. Let's find out. Okay. All right. So one of the things that's coming through very strong, a message to you is when you doubt yourself, you need to not doubt yourself. You've got the high priestess here, and this is about confusion. This is about mystery. This is about the unknown. Doubting yourself, that's human. I mean, we don't know, but it sounds to me like the message coming through is something that you might do to yourself. You've got the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands, I mean, this is who you want to be. The Queen of Wands is, very secure, very smart, gets along well with people, knows how to plan, is usually very successful. And what this is saying here next to the High Priestess is that you might have the tendency to forget that you have this power. I think you might notice it and recognize it sometimes. But then you kind of disqualify it or discount it. You don't take it into consideration because sometimes you've had it not work out. This could apply to relationships, things in your life, work, your home. It could apply to any of the above. But this is a real strong message coming through that, you forget you forget you're the Queen of Wands. You doubt it with your High Priestess here. And then, you go forward with things feeling like, all right, things are great. I'm the Queen of Wands. I can do it. But then you don't give it a chance to kind of come to fruition. Does that make sense? Like you're trying to manifest something like a result or something that you want to do in your life. And that starts off well, but then you don't see the results because you're kind of impatient. And you're like, well, where are these results? What's going on? And then you're like, see that? So this is like the strong message. Sometimes we get a few messages, sometimes it's one strong one, and this is a huge strong one. So you might not want to share. I'm not sure if you want to keep that personal, but I'd love to know if this kind of describes you. If it doesn't, to your waking mind, you're like, I don't think so. Take a look at that. Sometimes the cards are telling us things that we might not realize about ourselves, but it looks like you kind of are let down sometimes. You're feeling like, man, it just doesn't work. But that's because you're forgetting this, your confidence, your patience, things like that. Don't give up so fast. Float away with these little light bulb balloons or whatever they are. But look where you're going. Don't forget to look where you're going. Don't just pay attention to just what's happening immediately. Ooh, that was a good one. That's a good one, Patricia. That was very nice action kind of reading. I like it when there's an action item because sometimes it's just sort of general and you're like, yeah, okay, yeah. But when there's an action item, it's like, boom, All righty. Thank you for letting me read for you. Alrighty, we do have a donation. This bumps this question to priority. Priority questions always get read right away, and I do stick around for all priority questions, although I do try to end in an hour. So I will stay for donations, though, but I've got people coming on after me, and I never want to overlap. I try to be respectful that way. Okay, so this is from PayPal initials RD. RD. D like Denise. RD. Let me see where you are, honey. I am looking for you. And if that is you, oh, hola, how are you? Prashi, Patricia G, how are you doing? Oh, Patricia G, that's you, duh. We just read you. I got confused. You're manifesting something big, and this time, see? That was the message. That was it. Awesome. And Cheryl, thanks for your like and your subscription. I so appreciate you. All right, my dears. I'm still looking for your donation question for RD, PayPal initials RD. And I'm not seeing you, and I don't see your full name in the list. So let me just look up a little further. I'm not seeing it. All right. RD. PayPal initials RD. You just made a donation for a priority question, and I'm not seeing it. So I am going to keep moving just to keep the show moving along, but please, RD, please put your question there in the bottom so that I can find you. And we'll move on. Thank you so much for your donation. We're going to get right back to you. I also have to check in. I don't see Ross Ad here. Ross Ad made a donation at the end of the show last time. So when I see Ross Ad pop on, I will be reading that one as a priority. So just so you know, you're not like, hey, all right, let's see. I'm not sure who you are, honey. I need to see who RD is. RD, PayPal initials RD. I see a couple of you writing, but I'm not having confirmation that that's you. So please let me know. I want to get to your question right away, but let's keep moving so we can keep our timing in check. Sanal, hello. My brother Jay doesn't treat me well. I don't like that. What are his true intentions toward me? Yeah, what's going on? What is going on? Let's use our zombie tarot. If I can pick it up. There we go. Zombie tarot. Let's find out what is going on, Jay. You are siblings. You are siblings, and you should be feeling like you can have that bond. Okay, Jay. Okay, this is Zombie Tarot. If I can separate them. This is a new deck, but, and I haven't, well, I've used it for about 2 weeks. But anyway, it's still the cards are still pretty stiff. Ooh, before we move on, I got to show you guys what I bought yesterday. Look at this hand. And it's wooden. And look at how cool it is. I bought it at Meijer, which if you're not familiar with Meijer, it's like a Target, like a Walmart, upscale Walmart. Anyway, $10 out for Halloween. I'm like, that's mine. It has to go with all my cards. All right, I digress. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about Sanal. All right, Jay does not treat you well. What are his intentions? My goodness. This is really clear. Okay, look at what we're ending up with. The 6 of Cups. This is about nostalgia. This is about remembering. This literally shows 2 siblings, one older, one younger, and remembering the past, taking care of each other. I think that even though Jay is not treating you well, that is there, that connection either that you used to have or that fond memory of growing up together, that is all there. Here on our other side, we have our 10 of Cups. Now, 10 of Cups, that's about having all of your emotions in check, building a family. Now, I realize that you're not building a family with your brother, but you are a family with your brother. And that family evolves as time goes on. People move out. People get their significant other. They have their own family, kids, blah, blah, blah. Yes, but this is the memory. Look at this. This is the memory of when things are going well. And this is the memory of the love that you shared. Even if you guys weren't really close, just that sibling bond, So what's going on? In here, we've got our Queen of Swords. Now, Queen of Swords is kind of like somebody who just tells it like it is. Somebody who just gets in, sort of a micromanager, kind of sometimes talks kind of shitty, says some things that you don't want to hear. So, the Queen of Swords, sorry, I swore there. I didn't even realize. Anyway, this is your brother. That's your brother. So I think your brother's intentions, your brother wants to kind of be the boss. Your brother wants to kind of know more. Your brother wants to be the superior one. We see that here with our star. I mean, in this particular deck, look at that. It's an award. I'm number one. I'm number one. See that? So your brother is feeling insecure and your brother wants to be on top. Now, I don't know if this is your older or younger sibling. As an older sibling myself, I'm the oldest. I know that I always felt like, well, I had it the hardest because I had to break my parents in. I was the one who got in trouble and all this. And then my younger sister, I'm like, well, I already made it easy for you. I already broke them in. But so sometimes you have to prove your value as the older, that kind of a thing. If it's a younger sibling, it might be somebody trying to live up to your expectations, or even to just to try to exceed you, to feel good about themselves. So this is an insecurity thing with your brother. Very, very, very clearly insecurity. And then look here. This is, again, you guys have this. It's there. This is just an event that will pass at some point. The memories are there. The love is there. The caring is there. I bet your brother, even if he's, being crappy to you right now, I bet you if you needed something, he'd be right there. And I bet you if somebody else was giving you a hard time, he'd be right there to say, hey, So I think the intentions are good. I do think it's an insecurity issue and kind of wanting to be on top. And again, that's insecurity too. Because being on top is great, but that doesn't mean somebody has to lose and somebody wins. You can both be on top. Does that make sense? Oh, well, I hope that helps. Alrighty, let me see if we've gotten something from our RD. Let me see. Ooh, that rhymed. I'm not seeing something. Well, thank you so much for your donation, RD. I am waiting for your question. Please identify that you are RD, because you might have a different name on PayPal. But I am trying to keep checking. Okay. Don't forget, guys, please be sure to go in and hit subscribe and like today's show for me. I would love it. And stay connected to the family. Sagittarius girl, how are you? What are SP's intentions toward me? Let's find out. We're going to use the Arcanum Tarot. Arcanum. Beautiful deck, but too shiny. Too shiny. All right, SP, what are your intentions to Sagittarius girl? What are your intentions towards Sagittarius? SP. Okay, let's find out. So you guys, don't forget about Monday, tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Central Time, which would be just a couple hours after this show. Please, the Tarot Magicians channel, I'd love to see you over there, and we'll do some double readings. Double readings. Plus, we're super cool, and you just want to be in the cool crowd, right? Haha. Alrighty. SP's intentions for you. I think things must seem a little bit like they're going slowly. We've got the Six of Swords here, which kind of implies a long, slow journey, but a journey that you're moving toward, hoping for something better. It does involve a lot of thoughts and communication. I'm not sure if you're getting advice from your friends, but it's going to be centered around things taking a long time. Now, if you're good with taking things slow, then yay. If you're not good with taking things slow and people are kind of ramming opinions down your throat and thoughts, you need to tell everybody to slow down, and you need to might even tell yourself that. When we jump into things, it's just a recipe asking for things to go wrong. And so either way, this is saying slow down, or it might be going kind of slowly. I asked you about people kind of being in your ear, a lot of people over, talking to you. Perhaps you're overthinking and talking to yourself and overdoing it. I get the impression it's others, though. Anyway, that is making you feel that, you've got to be a little defensive. You're feeling like, not that you're getting in arguments or, standing there with your arms crossed, like, don't talk to me. But you are feeling like I have to be a little protective, and this could also be with SP, feeling like you can't let SP in yet, which is a good idea. You got to be careful. When you meet people, if you're spilling your guts about everything that's ever happened in your life, you're moving too fast. Some of these important things like experiences and things we've learned, or hurtful things, whatever it is that we want to kind of talk through and share, those are all okay to share. But that stuff trickles out over time. If you two are dumping all your life experiences onto each other on your first date, you know what you're doing? You're trauma bonding. That's what you're basing your relationship on. And once you spill out all that information, then there's really no need to continue, is there? No. So this is saying, be careful. Don't just be spilling everything. I see how it is confusing. The Seven of Cups, though, can sometimes indicate a smokescreen. So SP's intentions, well, they are not looking, it's kind of looking a little neutral. This looks a little bit more like advice for you. I'm not seeing something huge like rushing in or, stuff like that. So again, I'm not seeing bad intentions, but I am seeing that you might have to protect yourself, protect your information, your vulnerability. Little bit of a smoke screen. You might not know everything there is to know about this person yet. And right now it's looking like you're going to be grasping at little pieces right now, trying to figure it out. Meaning, did they text you on Tuesday? Are you talking every 3 days? Are you talking every 1 day? Are you not even talking at all? You're going to be focusing on what's going wrong instead of what's going right. I think that, you will have a few things that you're going to be like, yeah, we both like XYZ, and we have these great things in common, and this sounds like a good foundation to get started. But then you're looking at these sad cubs, but I didn't hear from him or her, or, whatever. So I feel like this is not going anywhere fast. Doesn't mean that it's not moving, but I feel like it's kind of a vanilla neutral thing. And I think this is kind of the heads up. You might be not seeing something. Either SP is hiding something or trying to mislead, or you have not gotten to know SP enough yet and you don't know something. And that doesn't mean it has to be ominous and scary, but it means you need to get to know each other better. The intentions are very neutral at this point. All right, Sagittarius girl, good luck. Good luck. Energy changes every day, guys. It's usually a 24-hour window before energy really makes any movement that you can pick up on. However, it's always swirling. Our energy is always swirling. It's always coming together, crossing over. We all have free will, so we can all change our energy flow if we need to. So keep that in mind. All righty. So let us see what we've got here. Aneri, whoops, I almost pushed the wrong thing. That wouldn't have been good. Okay, Aneri would like to know, how will be my October month? Let's find out. We are going to find out with the Today's Journey Tarot, and we're going to do this a little different. We're still going to do 4 cards, but we're going to do 1 card for each week of the month. Let me think about October for Aneri. We want to know a snapshot of what to look out for in October for Aneri. Okay, so we're going to go now. Usually there's 4.5 weeks in a month. I get it, but we can't do half a card, so we're going to do 4 weeks just to make it an even number. Okay, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4 for October. Now, the second week of October, maybe it's going to have a birthday present on there. Do you know why? Because my birthday is October 9th. Okay, you don't have to get me. I'm just totally kidding, and you know that. No birthday card anyway. What? Okay, so week 1. Week 1. I think that in week 1, we've got our 5 of Wands here. And week 1 looks like you might be kind of battling a few things. You might be kind of juggling a few things. Battling doesn't necessarily mean in a bad way. It could be kind of like, well, look at this card. It's a game of basketball, right? And the one guy fell on the ground. This guy's jumping. It could be, a little bit of struggle, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad struggle. It could be advancing you up to the next level. Week 1, this practice could also involve something with school. If you're doing a lot of work and studying, taking a test, this is about working things out to move it to the next level. So you might be dealing with a little bit of that. Week 2, we have our Page of Swords. Now, week 2, you might be getting in some new information. You might have a new idea to kind of advance things. Something that you might have been working on in week 1. Now you got to figure out how to use the lesson you learned and move it forward. This Page of Swords, the page is always got a thirst for knowledge. Can't wait to learn more. very adaptable. Look at he's driving or flying, in some kind of hang glider thing. He's ready to go out there. He's just ready. So it looks like week 1 and week 2 are kind of connected here. Week 3, we've got the Empress, creativity. Wow, you must be working on something. You must be working on something, because here's where that kind of starts ballooning. Week 3, this is where it's growing. This is where whatever this idea was, maybe the practice you were doing or working through something, is all inspiring the same thing. Because right here, we have strength. And strength, well, the name implies it's obviously about being strong, but it's about inner determination, conviction. Look at, he's a karate guy. Well, that's not the right word. I don't mean to be insulting because I don't know karate, but I'm sure he has a title of some sort. But he's a black belt. He's going to break these things. He's doing it with his strength, his internal strength. He's willing it to happen. So, oh my, I think you must be working on something. If you're not already, I think in week 2, you're going to be seeing what that might be. You might know what this is, though. I think you might. Ooh, that's exciting. I like it. Results from your work. October looks like a good month for you, honey. All righty. Well, thank you for letting me read for you. Let me just check and make sure I'm not missing any donations. I am still waiting for you. RD. Let me check the bottom. RD. Uh-oh. Are you not hearing me this whole time? Are you kidding me? No. Somebody tell me at the bottom if you can hear me. I will die. Oh, you can. Tarot Magician, answer the question. Okay. I was going to say, I saw a comment that made me feel like, oh my gosh, you guys are still thinking I'm not here. That scared me. Okay, good. You can hear me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Great. Oh, that would have been terrible, wouldn't it? Half hour of me talking to myself and doing readings for nobody. Wouldn't that be awesome? Oh, good. Sagittarius girl, I see you too. Thank you. Good. Oof, that made me sweat for a minute. Okay, so RD. PayPal initials RD. I'm not seeing you. But I would love to read for you because you're a priority now. And I hear you, Ross Ad. Hello, how are you? I was just talking about you a few minutes ago. Ross, I'm going to get your question right away. Ross has a priority question, and I would like to know what your question is, Ross. What is your question, my dear? And you've got 2 questions, Ross. So you've got 2. You just made another donation, so that's 2. So I would like to see 2, if you could, write them individually, and I will take care of both your questions. Thank you so much for your generosity. All right, guys, while Ross is typing up that question, I am going to look at another question and get a freebie out of here. Now, this one looked good. I can't look. Will I be granted as an international student next year? This is Helena. I'm planning to study and bring my future spouse with me in another country. Ooh, how exciting. And are you from Ireland? I see the shamrock. My husband is Irish. His father is 100% Irish. Came to America when he was about 5 years old. So my husband has been to Ireland several times, but he has a lot of family there and some here. And I realize how strong of a national pride being Irish is important. And anyway, let's get to your question, Helena. Will I be granted as an international student next year, planning to study abroad and bring your future spouse, so your fiance, come into another country? Is it going to happen? We're using Deviant Moon. Okay, let's find out. In the meantime, Ross, I'm waiting for you to write 2 questions for me, my dear. Now get your priority right up. Oh, almost dropped the whole deck. That would have been fun, huh? Could you imagine me trying to read a reading with literally all the cards? I don't know how well that would work. All righty. So the other, almost dropped them again. Okay. All right. Well, I can see that, yeah, it looks like you will. I think at first it's going to feel like, you know what, you're going to be granted the international student visa or whatever it is that you have to secure. And at first, it's not going to be looking like your fiance is going to go with you. So that's kind of taking away from this whole experience for you because obviously you want to incorporate both. So I think it's going to start off that you're going to find the answer is potentially no. However, we've got the Hanged Man. That means things are going to go in a different direction than they start off. The reason I think they're going to start off no and then turn into a yes, our Seven of Swords here is telling me that, you know, that's kind of taking away from your plan. On the other side of our changed perspective, we've got our Page of Pentacles. This is about working. This is about a slow, steady pace, but somebody who's strong, somebody that accomplishes things. What would this be accomplishing? Obviously the move, right? There's a lot involved, though. I'm wondering now, I don't know kind of the ins and outs of how financially international studies go. I don't know if you're awarded some kind of stipend or a grant of some kind, living expenses. I don't know how it works. But what this is telling me and what I'm picking up on is that you might have yourself all lined up. They're telling you, no, he can't come. But then they're telling me, yes, they can if you pay for it yourself, if you work through it yourself. So you might have some added layers of coordination to make this happen, but it looks like it would happen. But I do think you're going to hear no at first, or at least it's not going to look like it'll work first. But yeah, I think you will get the grant. You'll be granted the international student visa, and you'll have to work it out a little bit, though, of how he or she can come. And but yeah, it'll work out, though. And it might get a no first, so don't be upset about that no at first. Work it out. Find a plan. Find the answer. Make it happen. Manifest it. See? Oh, well, good luck. Alrighty, so let me just double check. I don't mean to be a broken record. I just don't want to let anybody think I've, not been paying attention because sometimes I'm super focused. Ross, add 2 question. Okay, you're thinking about the second one, so let's see your first donation question. This makes Ross a priority, guys. Finally, I decided to go to Spain next week. Oh, great. How is it going to go, or how's it going to happen to me about looking for a rental there? Okay, so how's it going to play out? You're looking for a rental in Spain. We talked the other day about potentially working with a lawyer to help you find things, or at least find them faster, or maybe find things, ooh, I'm dropping everything. Maybe find something that might not be readily known to others. Sometimes lawyers have a different, insight into things because they're dealing with, estates when somebody dies or whatnot. So they have stuff that maybe not out there on the regular real estate listings. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so let me see. I thought I dropped a card, but I'm not seeing it. Where'd it go? All right, I guess I didn't. Okay, so let's find out for Ross. Going to Spain, what does it look like for looking for the job? And let's see. Let us see. Or looking for the rental, I'm sorry. I knew what I was talking. What? Look at that. A brand new adventure. And in fact, I think that you're going to be finding things very easily, so easily that you're feeling like I can just do this. It's not even taking there's no fear. There's no hesitancy. You see what I mean? What's next to that is our Knight of Rods, which is our Knight of Wands. And that's about fast movement. That's about somebody being so secure and ready. So I think it's going to go well. Now, how is that going to happen? I'm still going to see if we can play this out. We've got our 8 of Cups here. Now, as you can see, she's kind of walking away, feeling like, oh, nobody cares about me. I'm just leaving. This looks very sad. And in this deck, it does. But this is not what this card really means, at least the way I interpret it. This is about kind of going and looking for something more, going on the next step, moving. You're moving. You're leaving your comfortable home where you are now, and you're going to find something else. Now, I don't know why she looks like a sad old woman. That part I don't get. So I don't even think about that. But anyway, that's what that means. It's moving to the brighter place. So I think this is going to go super well. We need to try to figure out a how, but I think it's going to go well. And I think here with our Six of Cups, this is going to be about feeling like you've always been at home. Nostalgia. This is about feeling real connected to the way things used to be. Well, that doesn't mean you want a repeat of what used to be. We're always moving forward, right? But this is about feeling that sense of home, comfort. You clearly feel like you're at home now in your home. So this is all saying super positive things. I think you will find something quickly, but let's do an endgame card because I'm not seeing any more about how. Remember, we were just talking about that other reading that had the lawyer. Let's see if we can get something more. We want to know strength. Okay. So this is about, that innate ability to have that will, that fortitude, that strength. Let's get another one. Again. Okay. So the Four of Swords, this is about relaxing and resting. Okay. So what this is telling me is, yes, you are going to find something right away. Now, is this connecting with the lawyer? The Strength card is telling me yes. You are connecting with somebody who is going to help find things, show them. You're going somewhere. Where are you going? Somewhere that makes you feel good. But is it going to happen right away? No. The Four of Swords is saying that this is going to take some thoughtfulness. You're going to be feeling like this is great. I think you're going to have something right away that you are really excited about or that you're feeling is going to be a good match. I think it's back to thinking about the lawyer. Look at the Strength here. Guiding. So that's going to be something I think you should still follow through on. What this is telling me is while you're going to feel comfortable and feel at home, you want to make the right decision. You want to wait and think about it. Waiting and thinking about it, maybe that takes one day. Who knows? But you have to give it that thoughtful time. Maybe it takes a month. Just be careful not to jump in without thinking about everything first, because you don't want to snap up the first thing just because you're ready to make it happen. Does that make sense? Woo. So yeah, I think that's saying, you know what, stick with the lawyer. You probably are going to see something right away that you like, and it might be the one you go with. But what the cards are saying is, make sure that you're thinking about everything and thinking about obviously your current home, your past home, right? All right, my dear, thank you so much for your donation. We've got another donation. We've got another question for Ross. I'm going to get to that in just a second, Ross. I'm still not seeing you from RD. So thank you for your donation. I'm not sure if that was just to be nice or if you had a question. Either way, thank you. All right, CC girl, let's get to you. Yeah, there we go. I got it. I have your question here, and then we're going to do Ross Ad's second question, okay? And then we'll see what we've got. All right. Did the Leo see about my best friend comments that she posted on my Facebook about me and my family thinking about moving to another country? And if he did, how does he feel about it? Okay. So you and your friend were on your page talking about what's coming up and moving to another country. You're wanting to know, did he see it? And what does he think about it? Right? Okay, whoops, I'm dropping everything again. Let's use Wizard's Tarot. Wizard's Tarot. All right. Wizard's Tarot. Okay, yes, you're confirming that I had it right. Okay, so let's focus. All right, so we need to know, did the Leo see the conversation with our BFF there on Seba's page about moving? What does he think about it? Did he see it? All right, let's find out. Let us find out what is going on. What is it that you can, something you could see, like if it's opened or read? I mean, I know read receipts or some people say read receipts. I know that, but it's like social media. There's something, is it Snapchat? You can see who's looked at it. I kind of wish I had that, but then I don't want other people to know sometimes. I don't want everybody to know me, but I want to know everybody else. All right, so what have we got here? We have got our 5 of Cups. We've got our Page of Pentacles and our 10 of Wands and our 3 of Swords. Okay, 3 of Swords. This is about feeling kind of upset, heartbroken, feeling upset. I mean, that's the best way to put it. On our other side, we've got our 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is like kind of crying over spilled milk. It's about looking at what happened, but not realizing there's more and that things can be more. So what this is telling me is perhaps not. Perhaps that Leo has not seen it, but I do think he will. And I'll tell you why. So I don't think he's seen it yet because of what I just explained. And then here, our Page of Pentacles. Our Page of Pentacles pages are always about new information. They're about messages. They are kind of at the beginning of things moving forward, meaning the message, the information. So he just hasn't seen it yet. He's busy looking at his pentacle flying in the air there. But this is the suit of daily life. Social media is included in daily life. So he's going to be seeing that new message. So here's you. You know, you've got all these posts out there, including this one, which is the big mama, the one that you definitely wanted Leo to see. And you're kind of feeling like, oh man, didn't see it. Broken hearts, we're crying. Well, he is going to see it. And you know what? Hasn't seen it yet because you know why? He's busy. He's doing some other things. We've got our 10 of Wands. That's a lot of burden, carrying a lot of things. In this particular deck, look at this poor guy. He's lived a long life. And you just like a deer when they grow their antlers, you know, that you can tell how old a deer is, a buck, by how their antlers look, you know, how many points they have and so on and so forth. And this man, he's been working his whole life. He's got these antlers. He's got magic on him. It's weighing his head down. So what's happening here, remember, this is symbolism. So what's happening here is there's just so much going on. He hasn't noticed yet. He's doing whatever he's doing. I don't see cups except for you being sad here. So I don't think that the boyfriend or the ex or the crush is looking at somebody else. But I do think it very distracted right now, not seeing it. There's still time, though. We've got our 5 of Cups. That means 3 are spilled, 2 are open, or I mean standing upright. Well, the spilled cups are why you're crying. Oh, no, I didn't see it yet. Well, you've got more cups in the back, means there's more posts, there's more opportunity. You see what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say it's not going to happen, but I do think not yet. All right. Hope that helps, Cece, and thank you for your donation, my dear. All right, Ross Ad, got another donation for you, my friend. Let's see your second question there, because you did make 2. All righty. I will soon find a training job or a job that would really suit me. Thank you. All righty. So you're looking into getting a job that involves training. And if that's not going to happen, are you going to get any kind of job that's going to suit you? You need to have, everything needs to be well-rounded. You need the right money. You need the right work. You need the right people. You need the right hours. You need the right opportunity to grow. You need that home life, work-life balance. Trust me, I'm sure you guys already know, but boy, when that's off, the home work-life balance, man, your whole life is off. Yes. Self-care, my friends. I cannot stress it enough. Make time for self-care. No matter how busy you are, you have 15 minutes to sit down and read a book. You have a half hour to watch your favorite show. You have 20 minutes to take a bubble bath. Whatever it is you like to do. Go on a walk. Sit in the silence. Go sit in nature. All right. We want to see what kind of job. We want to see, is Ross Ad going to be finding something that is really going to suit her? Something probably in training or something else. We want to see what's going on. Okay. Ooh, yeah, okay. I'm seeing that you would likely have something to do with training. We've got our 3 of Cups here, which is about social. It's about people. It's about working with people. Now they're all eating or drinking out of these cups. When a lot of different decks, they show three people, kind of dancing around, working together. It's about support, training. Gosh, that's a totally perfect connection. On either side of the training, we've got our King of Wands. King of Wands just gets it done. He is happy. He's well-rounded. He is, just got his finger on the pulse. He's got his finger on the pulse. Very well-rounded. Good home and work-life balance. He's very successful and very stable. Awesome. That sounds like it would suit you great. Here's the training. Now here we've got a 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is all about success and emotional satisfaction. Normally, well, I don't want to say normally, that's not right. In the traditional imagery, it's usually somebody sitting there and they've got a table all set up saying, come on in and have my cups and drink out of my cups and be happy with me. This is all about the job satisfaction. This is all about the happiness. This is what tells me about training. However, we have some things to watch out for. The 10 of Swords is here. Why is the 10 of Swords here? This has the potential to wear yourself down. I think that this job, while it looks like it's very satisfying, looks like you're successful in, I think it's something that, once you get home, you're just exhausted. You're feeling depleted. You've been working with people, you're training people, you're doing the ins and outs of daily job life. And this is very interesting because I literally was just talking about self-care, not even seeing this reading yet. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, this is saying take self-care. Look at this crow. He's got swords coming through him, for God's sakes. Don't allow, swords is thoughts, thinking, ideas, communication. That's what swords is all about. Don't allow yourself to be weighed down, taking on too much work, being too emotionally invested in what people are doing, taking more projects on than you can handle. So this is kind of like just some advice saying, don't let yourself be this bird. But as far as the job that you would be satisfied in, satisfaction, dancing right next to literally what I would identify as training. So yeah, just be careful of that. Self-care, again, self-care. Definitely. Woo, that's good, huh, Ross? Wish that was for me when I was I was working in the office, 20 plus years I've been in the office, but sales, it's kind of a very emotionally taxing field for me, at least, a little much. All righty, so we've got a donation from Inza. Inza, hello, how are you? And there's your question. Wow, I found it right away. Boom. Thank you so much for your donation, Inza. Let's get to your question. Okay, will I be able, now I'm looking because you wrote notes in the donation, but I'm just seeing if it's the same. Yeah, it's very similar, just maybe rephrased, but I'll go ahead and read it off the screen. Will I be able to find a lawyer that could help me to get justice against my ex-lawyer who betrayed me and ruined my career for his own interest? Oh my, really? This happened? Oh, I'm so sorry. Hoping it'll be over soon. Well, yeah, me too. Let's use our steampunk tarot and find out what we can tell. Okay. You are very welcome, Ross. That looks really good. I wish that were my reading about my job. So, and I'm in sales. So for me, I could have gotten that 3 of Cups too because of people and working together. But I think it very appropriately covers your job and training, right? I do. All right. Let's get to Inza here. I'm sorry. Let's focus. Okay, a lawyer. You got to pursue that ex-lawyer who ruined things, ruined your reputation. An unscrupulous lawyer. All right. Let's figure this out. Let's figure it out. Oh boy, yeah. Yes, 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 and yes, yes, and it couldn't be any more of a yes. Bah, Very big yes. It will go well. Six of Pentacles. That's about helping people. Look at the scales. Justice, justice, and the scales. Helping. I can't even say any more about that. So this is the justice, and this is somebody helping you get to that, the new lawyer. First one in the spread. And this Wheel of Fortune, this means things that go around come around. So Mr. Bad Lawyer, jerky lawyer, was, being unscrupulous and taking your money. This is karma right here. Karma. It's going to spin around. You know what? He's going to do that to you. The karma is coming back around. And you know where it's coming? It's coming fast. Look at this. 8 of Wands, shooting those wands out. It's coming fast. And then guess what it's coming to? The Ace of Pentacles. New wealth. New wealth. New opportunity. Wow, wow, wow. This is unbelievably good. And it literally is so straightforward. There is no real interpretation needed other than the meanings of, it's very straight. So this is strong. This is strong. So yes, go ahead and get that lawyer. Going to get him. That karma's coming, and it's coming fast. And I think you're going to end up with whether or not it's new wealth or maybe reimbursement, or this can also mean career. It's wealth, health, career, things that are in your material world. So new wealth, new job, something's coming out of it, and they're both hitting each other. Look at that. Speed is coming, and this hand is coming. It is coming. Oh my goodness. It's like black and white. This one is so clear. Yay. Inzak. Well, good. That's what that ex-lawyer deserves, We all got to work together in this world. We have to look out for ourselves, of course, but we have to, we're all here. We're all living together. This is when we raise other people up, we are raising ourselves up. So why would we do things that would bring people down? People who are greedy or whatever, karma will get them. And I don't mean that meanly or threateningly, but it's just the nature of the world, All righty, we have a donation from CC Girl. CC Girl, let's get okay. Can I get an update between the Leo and TG? Are they romantic relationship now? I see a comment from their friend on Facebook that they live together, but not sure if they're only roommates. Okay, we're going to use, what am I going to use? We're going to use Zombie Tarot. Zombie Tarot told me, pick me. And I did. I listened. Okay, so what is going on? Man, what's going on with me shuffling? What is going on in Leo and TG? Are they living together? Are they romantically involved? What's going on? Okay, let's find out. I don't know if you guys saw it today. I hope you have your notifications set, because I did post a pick a card today. I've been putting actually I've been putting quite a bit out. So yeah, those are random and those are fun. You can fast forward to your pile, get a quick sort of reading there. Check it out. Set your notifications so you know. All right. Okay. So are they living together? I don't think things are going super well, whether or not they are. I'm trying to still determine that, but we've got our nine of cups, and that's about hospitality. I'm wondering if perhaps TG and Leo are living together, but not living together, meaning somebody, whoever has their apartment, whoever has the house, whatever, the other one is staying there. Staying there, meaning, you know what, I need time, or I need some money, or I don't have anywhere to go, or I broke up with my ex and now I need somebody to help me carry the bills. So I do think it's more of a hospitality thing, more of a let me help you out thing. The only thing that would have made me think that more would have been if we had our Six of Pentacles. But that's really what I'm getting. I do think it's more of a let's wait until we build up and get your own apartment kind of thing. So I do think it's kind of looking like it's more of a roommate situation. However, The longer it goes on, the longer the helping, and let me stay with you while we're working this out with whatever it is, the longer that goes on, the more likely it is that they are going to be romantic. Now, that seems kind of common sense, right? Well, that's what this is saying. Now, this internal drive, I mean, somebody wants this, and it might be, I don't know which of them is the one who owns the apartment, the Leo or a TG, the other person who wants to be with your person, I think is what they're thinking. However, I do believe it's a convenience kind of thing, like let me help you. That's where it could go. I'm not seeing what's happening in here, so we're going to get an end game on that one. I want to know, where is this going? Are they going to be together just officially, or what is the deal? What is going on in between? Knight of Wands. Okay. Yeah, things are going that direction if something doesn't change. If TG or whoever it is who's kind of coming in doesn't find a place to live, or something doesn't happen, I think something will develop. So that new place needs to come in at the right time, or, you know, this kind of trying to work it out and bickering or whatever. Okay, she's saying Leo owns the house. Okay. TG is saying, I need a place to stay. I don't know why. I broke up with somebody. I don't have a place. I hate my family. Whatever TG is saying. Looking for the new place. It's taking a while. Here is what happens if it continues to take a while. Here's what's in between. This is the end game. So this means that either something's going to happen quickly, meaning a new apartment pops up and TG gets out of there right away. But if TG doesn't get out of there right away, this might brew into something because TG wants it. Wait, watch this. There we go. New love, strength. I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. No apartment yet for myself. So, hi, can I move in and be here forever and be your girlfriend? Or, you see? But right now, I think it's a helping thing. It's a let me open up my house to you and see where things go. Okay, well, I hope that helped. You know, things change. We check in with the energy all the time because everybody has free will. So check in with the energy. You know, like I said earlier, it's usually, you know, at least a 24-hour window because energy doesn't really change that much in 24 hours. But check in. I mean, whether it's daily, weekly, or maybe you'll get a tip. Maybe your intuition will tell you something. You are so welcome. I hope that helped. But I do think one of them has friendship on the mind and the other person has a relationship on the mind. Yeah. That's my intake on it, or my take on it. Oh, I can't talk. All right, so let's get another question. Thank you all so much for your donations. I'm going to go ahead and select some more. We're almost at the end of the hour, so we're going to run out of time here. But if you still want to get a reading, I'm going to try to wrap it up here in a few minutes, and then I'll get to another couple. But let's see. Emmy's Healthy Recipes. Ooh, you need to come cook for this girl because she needs to be more healthy. Does why the Libra feel jealous toward me after I open my new channel? Ooh. All right, so somebody feeling envious. Is somebody feeling envious because they want their own channel, or they're jealous of your success? Let's find out with the Druid Craft. Now, guys, after this one, I will pick one more free question. Unless there are donations, I will stick around for all guaranteed priority questions. But otherwise, after this one, I will select one more, and then we're going to wrap it up, okay? Alrighty. Emmy, I got to check out your channel. I need some healthy, I'm not kidding you, Emmy. I was literally just talking about this yesterday with my daughter. I said, you know, I got it. We're talking about food prepping because I'm lazy, and that's how I end up eating poorly, is because I didn't make anything, and I want what's quick. And so I'm going to take a look at your channel. Okay, back to this. Let me focus here. All right, Libra. Feeling jealous of Emmy. You know, we should all celebrate each other's successes. because when one person is successful, it brings more good energy to ourselves. So, of course we have to look out for ourselves, and we're trying to create something or grow something or make money or whatever. So yeah, but at the same time, we shouldn't be tearing people down. We should definitely be ultimately building people up. It helps build ourselves up. The more energy we put into things like that. Okay, let's focus now. What am I seeing? All right, jealousy. I am seeing jealousy here. We've got our 5 of Cups. You're wondering why I see that, but let's find out if we can see why. Here's the jealousy. Looking at these spilled cups, and if this were why, like, hey, I don't have that, but Emmy does. Emmy's got these full cups, and Libra, why, is like, man, I don't have these cups. So there's a little bit of just some petty jealousy. Now, I don't know if maybe perhaps Y is looking to do their own channel or has their own channel and thought, you know what? But I'll tell you what, I don't think there's much of a plan follow through. So if Y has their own channel and it's not going well, or it is going well and you've decided to move off and do something else, that's all well and good, and that doesn't really either scenario doesn't matter, because Libra is operating without a long-term plan. It's just flying in like, let's do a video, or, oh, okay, I want to talk about this today, not seeing how it all connects to build a channel and to be able to provide useful, engaging information. So it feels like, Princess of Swords, that's our page. Our Swords is always running in with new ideas, wanting to be adaptable, wanting to learn, and it's like a rushing. It's like a rush. So there's no planning. So that could be why, feeling like, okay, you're going ahead and either A, launching off and doing it, and I'm jealous because I don't have the guts to do it, or B, I already have my own channel and I'm afraid you're going to do better, because I don't have any long-term goals to be looking forward to or be working toward, thinking it's just a popularity contest, or thinking it's just a wait and see what happens and fall in my lap kind of thing. I do see here there is room for both of you, whether, again, you have the same type of channel, or you both have a channel, or you just want to stay friends. I do see there is room for it, but there's just petty jealousy there. We've got our 2 of Swords here also. We don't want to forget that one. 2 of Swords, being blindfolded, not wanting to see anything because you're stuck between 2 ideas. This looks to me like it might, if you don't just come to terms with this, meaning, sorry, why? I mean, I'm not going to be a jerk to you, Libra, why? I'm not going to be a jerk. I'm not going to purposely hurt you. I would love to be friends. I'd love to support you, this and that. If you don't come to terms with that and you sit there and bounce back and forth between, oh, I don't know, or, oh, am I doing so? You're going to injure your own channel. You can't not focus on you. At the same time, we try to support and build people up, but you got to watch out for yourself. So being too worried about what they're doing, again, don't be a jerk. Don't be selfish, obviously. But you got to focus on what's in front of you, and what's in front of you in this particular deck. If she took off her blindfold, she'd be looking at this big tree and the path. She'd know which way to go. She could see. You see what I'm saying? So again, the answer to your question is, I do feel that Libra is jealous, and I do think it's because it's whether it's a competition between channels or just a competition between a success. That's what it is. Seeing your success makes them feel like they don't have success, which is absolutely the opposite of the truth. Even if you're doing better outwardly, both of you trying does well. So yeah, so that's exactly what I'm seeing. There is definitely jealousy there. So reassure why. You're going to do great, or you know so much, maybe I can learn from you, or you're still my friend, I'm going to be busy, but I still can't wait to hear what you think. Kind of giving that reinforcing message that, why matters. Unless why is being a big jerk about it, then you got to stop that at the, yeah. All right, my friends, this is going to be the last question unless I see any donations come in. Let me see what's going on. I see one here. Be wise. I will. Be wise. Does my boss realize my coworker A manipulates things to get in her favor, so to go in her favor? So she is a sneak. We don't want sneaky people. We're going to use the deviant moon. The deviant moon. Whoa. The deviant moon is going to tell us. Hey guys, if you haven't already, please hit subscribe and stay connected. Love to have you in the community, and I'd also love to have you see some of my other cool stuff. I'm wanting to put some real meaty, important things. So I've got my Relationship Warriors series. There's a new video coming out. It'll either be out today or tomorrow morning. I spent a lot of time. This one's about cheaters. Ooh, cheaters. You don't like that. I hope that your coworkers is like a cheater here, like a manipulator. I hope that turns around. Let's see. Let's find out what's going on with your coworker. Does your boss realize that she is a manipulative ASS kisser, right? See, I didn't say it that time. I try to be... My phone, I'm using that to check my donations, and it keeps lighting up with things that aren't important. Okay, so what have we got here? Now, we've got our King of Swords. The King of Swords is a big decision maker. He knows what is up. Usually the King of Swords is wearing some kind of armor or something like that. He's ready to jump in. He's ready to do battle. He's ready to go in there and fight, right? Well, right next to it is the Magician. This is about creating new things. Notice they're looking away from each other. This is telling me that having an attitude like I'm going to go in there and fight for things, your coworker trying to manipulate things, people see through things. And it sounds like that A is trying to create things, Magician, by being, I'm going to run in, I'm going to manipulate things in my favor. That is not going to create something though, like they think it's going to. Notice they're not looking at each other. This Magician's like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. And this is the sword going, I'm over here. See? So it's not working. That's what that's telling me right now. So let's see what else we've got, though, before we make a conclusion here. We've got our Four of Pentacles. This is about keeping things close to you. This is about you. Keep doing a good job. Keep doing what you need to do. Don't sit there and complain. If you complain, if you go up to boss person and say, yeah, A is doing this, or A said that, what do you look like? You look like a big old tattletale, don't you? You look like, you look petty. And then maybe the tide will turn and boss will say, oh, Be Wise is kind of complaining. Maybe A is better than I thought. Do you see? You don't want to push it into that direction. Here, we've got next to that, we've got our Six of Swords. Now, Six of Swords is about moving along. Things are moving. Things are guided. But they're going a little slowly. Don't complain. Don't share that thought. I mean, unless something new comes up and it makes sense that you're being asked and you have to say something. But you hold that information close. Let it float by just like this balloon, because your boss sees it. Your boss sees it. It's not going to create anything new for A, which is what A, I'm sure, is doing to try to manipulate things to go in her favor. It's not going to create new opportunities. Sometimes our managers are looking one way in the team meeting, or looking one way in the training session or whatever, or even in a one-on-one, but they've got other thoughts behind the scenes. They're not going to show all their cards, no pun intended. So I don't think you need to worry. They're not even looking at each other. This is not going to work. It's not going to create something. Yeah, definitely. All right, Be Wise. So I do think boss realized it. It's not working. Not working at all. All right. Let me double check. We are done with donation questions. So I have something very important to say, though. Dun, 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 bam. Subscribe to my channel, please. Hit that bell. Dun, 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 dun. I have something else exciting to tell you. It's very important. Ready? Bam. Do not forget Thursday. What the hell am I talking about? Monday at 3:30 Central. Come on over to the Tarot Magicians channel. We're going to be doing double readings. Going to be lots of fun. I can't wait to see you there. Head over to her channel now so you can hit that notification bell. All righty. Well, thank you all so much. I'm so glad that you were here. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central, and then again, of course, on Tarot Magicians channel at 3:30. Thank you so much, and thank you for your help, Tarot Magician. I greatly appreciate it. You did a great job, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks.